What if I told you the Zodiac Killer might have been caught decades ago, that police had critical evidence right in their hands and ignored it? This isn't conspiracy theory. This is documented fact that changes everything we thought we knew about America's most infamous unsolved case. Right now, newly digitized police archives are revealing shocking oversights in the Zodiac investigation. While everyone focuses on the ciphers and letters, the real story is what investigators missed, and what they ignored could have stopped the killing spree before it claimed all those lives. This evidence has been sitting in storage for over 50 years, until now. Let's start with the most glaring oversight, the witness at Lake Berryessa. On September 27, 1969, a college student named Brian Hartnell survived being stabbed 6 times by the Zodiac. But here's what police ignored. Hartnell gave a detailed description of the killer's vehicle, a white 1965 or 1966 Chevrolet Impala. He even remembered partial license plate numbers. Police recorded this information and then filed it away. They never circulated it to other departments. They never checked local dealerships. They treated it as secondary information. But wait, it gets more disturbing, because this wasn't the only vehicle description they ignored. Now let's talk about physical evidence. After the Presidio Heights murder of Paul Stein on October 11, 1969, police recovered something crucial, a bloody fingerprint on the taxi door. But here's where it gets really interesting. That fingerprint was processed, analyzed, and then misfiled under a different case number. For years, it sat in the wrong evidence box. When new detectives reviewed the case in the 1980s, they discovered the error. By then, the print had degraded. The original clear image was lost. This single administrative mistake might have destroyed the best chance at identifying the Zodiac through forensic evidence. But the oversights don't stop there. Here's another piece of ignored evidence that will shock you. In 1971, a top handwriting expert analyzed the Zodiac letters. His conclusion? The killer was almost certainly left-handed. He noted specific pen pressure patterns and stroke angles that strongly indicated left-handed writing. Police received this report and did nothing with it. They never re-interviewed suspects focusing on left-handed individuals. They never publicized this detail to help witnesses recall left-handed people they'd seen. This critical profiling information gathered dust for decades. But the most mind-blowing oversight is still coming up next. Now let's examine the biggest investigative failure, the geographic pattern. Police treated each attack as isolated incidents, but if you map all the confirmed and suspected Zodiac crimes between December 1968 and October 1969, a clear pattern emerges. Every attack occurred within a 40-mile radius of a specific location in Vallejo. More specifically, they formed a perfect arc along major highway exits. This wasn't random. This was someone who knew these roads intimately, someone who lived or worked in that central point. Police had this map. They had the data, but they never connected the dots. They never set up surveillance in that central zone. They never focused their suspect search on that geographic profile. And this brings us to the most shocking revelation of all. Here's the mind-blowing conclusion. According to retired investigators who've reviewed these files, the Zodiac was almost certainly a truck driver or delivery person. The vehicle descriptions, the geographic pattern along highway exits, the timing of attacks, it all points to someone who traveled those routes daily, someone who could blend in perfectly, someone whose vehicle wouldn't look suspicious parked at various locations. And here's the most chilling part. Police actually had a list of trucking companies operating in that area in 1969. They had employment records, they had delivery schedules, and they never cross-referenced them with their suspect list. Never checked alibis against delivery routes. The evidence was there, the pattern was clear, and it was all ignored. So what do you think? Could the Zodiac have been caught if police had followed these leads? What other evidence might still be sitting in archives, waiting to be discovered? If you want more deep dives into history's greatest unsolved mysteries, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because next time, we're revealing another case where the truth was hiding in plain sight and the evidence that could rewrite history.